Hello everybody, hope you're doing great. I'm going to start on the next part of the Scavenger Hunt book. I've put it together. I've completed this page. I'll put a link to the video if you want to see that. Now I'm going to start another page using this book. So on the list you'll find like flower books or animal books or whatever. So these books are just little treasure things. I got this one on clearance at my local thrift shop. So this book was 10 cents, thank you very much. So it's loaded with all kinds of roses I could cut out. But as I was thumbing through it, I came across these front pages that I think will look spectacular in the book. And they are hand painted or drawn or something. But I think it'll just look great. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this out and work on that for my next part. Isn't that pretty? So just as a reminder for my cover, I'm going to have this gorgeous fabric that I got from Beth. Pretty, huh? And so it'll go nicely with that. So as I was thumbing through here, I found a page that I thought it might look nice on. This one right here. So if I put it on this page, I've got the parchment paper over and it just gives it a misty kind of look. So I like that. So I'm thinking what I might do is cut it out so that it goes around here and then have a side pocket. So if I go up to the zigzag line, I'm just going to make marks like this and then cut. My fancy cutting technique. Oh, pretty roses on the back too. Love roses, love flowers. Kudos to all of you incredible gardeners out there that just produce those in your yard. So then I'm going to go back after that and figure out how far I want it to go over. I don't want it to really go clear over to the bend in the book because then it'll start wanting to pull up. So I think I'll try to taper off a little bit before that, plus the pocket area to get it under. So what I might actually do is do two pieces. Okay, what I'm going to do initially is bring it up to the edge of the book, and then I can trim it after that as much as I want to trim it. The reason I do this, I can always take off more, but I cannot put the paper back very easily. So let's go with that, and let's kind of fussy cut this out and see what happens. So I think for this side I'm going to cut it along these branches right close to the edge, and then I'm going to put this other rose part on the other side of the joined page. So I'll get the feel of this going down. I don't even think I need that part there. I'll get the feel of this draping down, and I'll tuck something in the top there. So I'm going to just try to trim it just a little bit more. I don't want to trim it too much though, because if I do that, when I tuck things in and out, I'm going to have too frilly of edges, and then I'm going to catch things. So for this book, it's kind of on the brighter color, so I'm not going to cut stuff off. I'm not going to use the distress ink on it. And I'm going to also decrease that size right there so it moves it a little bit away from the side. Okay, after I said I'm not going to use distress, I am going to just use slight, just to kind of break that edge a little bit. Girl's got to change her mind every so often. Okay, I like that what that does. I like what that does. Okay. Not that I'm going to put distress ink everywhere, but I do like it here. Okay, I like that. Before I glue it in, I want to see if there's some other things that might just kind of, be fun adding. Like a piece of this polka dot just gives it a fun feel. I'm just trying to layer and collage up. just to give it some added appeal instead of it just looking like it's a piece of magazine or something that I just taped in or glued in. Okay, back to my Elmer's. This Elmer's actually has been working out pretty darn well. I'm impressed. I'm shocked is what I am. I'm shocked. Of course, now it's not opening. It's got that glued on, you know how it gets all glued up. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put this on. I like it. I'm going to just now glue this entire piece down. A little smidge in there. So I just put glue along the sides right there. I didn't put it over here. I guess I could. I might still go back and do it, but I didn't put it over there because then it gives me a little bit more of a relaxed pocket where I can tuck things in and out. So I'm just going to grab something real quick that's kind of the right size. A pink would look good. Something like this. This is a leftover. I like the pink with it. So I think I would also do something else though to bring it down farther. This is just a green scrap. I don't know what I do, but I'm going to put that in there for now as a holder, and then I'll go back to it and I'll do more to this page. A little butterfly or something might be cute there. So now I have this one for this page over here still. Oh, I might use that someplace else because what it does, I have this trim here and it kind of covers it up. So I'm going to use this someplace else in the book, and I'm going to figure out something else to put on this page. So if I've got this here, I want this one more towards the end of the book. So let's see what page. Oh, it looks nice there because it catches that color. I'm going to do that. So back to my Distress ink, just to give it a little bit more movement and form right there so it doesn't just look like a piece of book or magazine that was just kind of cut in place there. It gives it a little more personality. So I'm going to clip that. Place this here, and I'm going to glue this down in a U shape. So to make sure I have space in there, I'm going to tuck a few things in just as placeholders. So I'll be able to put things in easily later. So now this particular book page I'm needing to hold it down a little bit more to make sure it's secure. But it's working. There. This is a green tag that I have. It's not really the right green though. Let me try this. Making a tag out of this. This is some leftover. I can still use that, so I'm going to just put it on my side. And then let's see how far up I want this to go. I'd like to put a ribbon, so I think I'll go about that far. So I'm going to put some square corners on it. I'm going to move it until I see something I like. Okay, I like that. Punch a little hole, which I'm going to call that the middle. I'm going to put a thingy-bob there that I think will be green. So I'm not going to pull that off. Kind of looks nice sticking out from there. A little pink would also be nice. I might put a feather on it. Yeah, I might do that. So I still need to put a little thing on it. It's kind of peachy color. I like that. So get it in. So it's kind of a blushing pink. And I think that works really well with the setup with the drawing there. So I'm going to glue this on both sides. And I like that little feather there. I'm going to use that feather. Okay, there's one. Glue it on the other side. I love this little punch. It just simplifies life. So this is, I got this at Michael's. What I was thinking initially is having a doily wrap around the front. Like that. Guess it'd have to be higher. I'm just going to try that still. Okay, so if I have that at the top, this on the other side. So I'm going to get these put on. I could put string over this, almost looking like a bouquet. I might do that. I'm going to do that. So I have my glue gun on, so while that heats up, I want to just try some things of like maybe having a butterfly there. I think I like that. These are some Tim Holtz butterflies. I was just going to see if there's anything small enough that would look good there. Different butterfly. Here's a box of butterflies. That one looks better. Here's a yellow. Alright, gonna do a little audition. I think that one's too big. I'm not positive about that one. I think that one's too orange. I like the white one. The yellow one distracts too much. So I wonder what a little bow would look like right there in the middle. Yep, I like a bow. So since I have a bow, I need a cross straight over, but that looks too much like a web. So I don't want it to look like a spider web. So I'll go like that. Instead of in the middle, just kind of scooching. Scooching the sides of the other one. Yikes. Okay, now time for the bow. Let's Gonna go right there. Boom. And it's a beauty. I like that. So what I'm going to do at the top here, I'm going to just take my stamp to kind of break up the page. Here's a stamp with that just looks kind of romantic, doesn't it? So I'm going to grab my ink. Go over the top. So I'm going to add more to this one. I'm going to decide on the butterfly at the end. Oh, I like it up here. I like that. So I'm going to put it up there instead of on the card or on the tag. Now, I think this tag still needs more to it. I'm going to think on what I want to do to it. So I still need to add pink. So I have these pink balls, so I need to have one somewhere in between and then one towards the end. I could just go ahead, except I like that edging there, and add the pink to the edge of this page. Or I could take some lace. Here's some vintage lace that I got. I don't know how old it is. It's old to me. That was smart. She used a pin, whoever it was, so she could find the beginning. Obviously the other person had a problem finding it too. So I could just go over that part with some lace. I could put some lace at I could put some lace at the top of the green. I like that. I like some lace up there. I think I'm going to use something more like this one though. It just lies a little flatter. It's kind of like a little ruffle almost. So I'm going to cut that and put that on. I'm going to put my glue along there. Put that down real quick and then place my piece. I like that look. So I feel like I still need to do something there, and I'm not sure what quite yet. Could do is connect them there. Could have that go from bottom to the top. So I'm just going to try this. Where it kind of comes up and over. I think I'm going to use some book page. So I don't just want a book page on there. So what I'm going to do is take my paint and paint a little bit on it to just kind of change what you see. I want the words to kind of be there, but not so much there. It's a tough call because I want my page to be pretty, and by putting word paper on there, it starts going into more of a grungy type arena, so I just need to be careful. I'm not wanting my book to be a grunge book, but I do like the added elements. I might try this, where the lace kind of goes over the top of it, so it brings it back into just a nice, more of a romantic, pretty feel instead of a grungy feel. So it just kind of cuts over the top of that. So now I need to secure the feather in the back. So first, I'm just going to put some glue. It's just going to hold it down initially. Now I have to decide the design element that I want over the top there. So I'm going to try to cut these, the ankle of the tag. I'm going to use that and then go over it and embellish it. So this is a word I have. I think I might just use that. Back to my glue. So this is when I am going to use my little, this other glue, the glitter glue, because I can make a little tiny line. Otherwise it'll be messy. So hope. Get some hope going on there. Then I was thinking of breaking the line with this. So I'm going to use this again. Put it right to the line of that. I think I might break that top line with some lace right here, and I'm going to cut it in half so that I'll have actually two little pieces breaking that line. There. So there's that. I'm going to take this and just kind of go over that a little bit. I like having it where it doesn't look just so stark. I'm going to take a little bit of my white paint again and just kind of distress over the top of it a little bit. So then down here, I think I want to stamp. I'm going to do this one. And because that one's blue, I'm going to try blue. This one's called Tumbled Glass. Pretty. So since I have that, I think I would also like to kind of break the edges with some blue. So I have, this isn't the same color, but it's a it is also a blue, so I'm going to use this and kind of go over my edges a little bit. And then do a little smudging on here just to break that solid color. Okay, I like it. It works out well. Okay, so we can put this back in. One more look at it. I must say I kind of like just one little branch stemming out from this other side. It kind of creates a little more balance for me with this over there. Let me try this. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I've got too much glue here. So I'm going to have this coming down and this last leaf going up. So we have 3 leaves over the spot. Alright, that's what I have for you. That's what it looks like. And this comes out. And this comes out. So I've got a book page with flowers. I've got a scrapbooking page, doilies. This is a ribbon type thing. I've got a feather going on and a book page. So I can mark those off of my list. Hope you guys are having a great day. I don't know how well that actually reads across the camera, but it really is quite a pretty page. So have a great day, and I'll see you with the next page. Bye.